Well, I tried this week to get my HA card, historic Anglo that is. I know it comes with discounts to La Ronde, the Village de Père Noël, and the Zoo de Saint-Félicien. Now I trudged through the snow carrying my report cards from the PSBGM. Now, I didn't bring grade 9 because honestly that year I bombed in French. Now the agent at the Centre de Vérification des Anglo-Historiques was pleasant enough, and I thought, well, I was a shoo-in until he saw my birthplace, not from here, apparently being born in Cape Breton, raised a red flag, and not the maple leaf. He would have to get back to me pending consultation with the Centre's Politburo, chaired by the idiot pit bull of the Legault government, Simon Jolin-Barrette. Now, my request may take a while because Mr. Jolin-Barrette is in a bit of a pickle these days. His immigration reform was a total mess and he had to back down. And the mea culpas rained down at the National Assembly.
But the intention was good and it's my fault.
I take full responsibility about the mistake that I made.
Well, whose fault was it? Let's hear that again.
But the intention was good and it's my fault.
I take full responsibility about the mistake that I made.
The CAQ was forced to cancel its so-called reform of the program that serves as a faster way for international students and foreign workers to get their papers to stay here. But the CAQ just doesn't like immigrants very much unless, well, they come from France or Belgium. So back to the drawing board, the inexperience of the CAQ is showing. Jolin-Barrette is the same guy who brought you Bill 21. He's also the guy who actually considered banning the use of Bonjour Hi in stores. He thought it would be a good idea to legislate the private conversations in private businesses. He's also the guy who left documents in his car only to have them stolen. Now, Legault has given his pit bull a long leash. Time to shorten it. I'm sure he would do well in a lesser role, maybe junior minister of mines or maybe minister of silly walks. The problem is the opposition parties in Quebec are a mess. Quebec Solidaire's biggest concern these days is whether MNA Catherine Dorion should wear a hoodie to the National Assembly Blue Room. The answer, by the way, is no. The PQ is so lost it is actually considering a name change. Any takers? I suggest the party's over. And the Liberals, well, they don't have a leader and are in danger of becoming a Montreal regional party. However, some encouraging news this week. There might actually be a race for the Liberal leadership. The mayor of Drummondville and head of the powerful Quebec Union of Municipalities recently bought a Liberal membership card, fueling speculation that he might run. A candidate from the regions like Alexandre Cusson could actually make the Liberals relevant again, because after 4 years of the CAQ, we will desperately need saving if there are any non-francophones left. Interestingly enough, Radio-Canada this week dug up an old interview with the late Bernard Landry from 2012. It was brutal, with Landry slamming Legault as an unprincipled, power-hungry upstart who put personal ambition ahead of the, well, so-called national interest. Ouch. Sound like anyone else you might know? Hint. Orange hair and impeachment. Those are the only clues I will give. And finally this week, as Bob Dylan once wrote, your old road is rapidly fading. Exhibit number 1, Don Cherry should have been fired years ago. CBC and Hockey Night in Canada enabled this racist Neanderthal to spew his garbage for far too long. And where did Cherry turn to first to talk about his firing? Well, Fox News and the rather unbalanced Tucker Carlson.
You know, I stand by what I said and I still mean it. It's the 2 words that got it, that you people, and as you know, people are very sensitive like that, and that's they got me. But I listen.
Well, they're not. If I just clarify, they're not sensitive at all. They're fascists. They're not. They actually have no real feelings. They're faking their outrage.
Face it, Cherry is just a grumpy old man. The NHL has tolerated him for far too long, and it has to change. Its audience is 94% white, and 64% of the fans are over the age of 35, and viewership is falling. I'm not saying that basketball will ever take over hockey in this country, but what we saw last spring with the Raptors gave us a glimpse of the future. We proudly saw Canadian diversity at its finest. Now Cherry and his enablers are from another time, another place, a less kind and less tolerant place. Good riddance. Exhibit 2. Now you may find this hard to believe, but it is true. Michel Lemay, the mayor of Saint-Barnabé near Trois-Rivières, this week said that 3 councillors who decided to change their minds over a snow clearing contract did so because they may have been on their periods. Really, there are no words. Now he will be thrown into the dustbin of history like Cherry. I seriously doubt that the second-term mayor will see a third. I'm not 100% sure if I will ever qualify to be an historic Anglo, but I know idiots when I see them, here, there, and everywhere. I'm Barry Wilson. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you like what you see, please share it. And don't forget to check out our weekly poll on Facebook. We want to know what you think.